Hey everybody, Tim Man here. Welcome to the Hardcore Showcase. Today we are looking at New York hardcore legends Gorilla Biscuits. What a band. Absolutely superb. Perfect melodic hardcore. They've got a couple of releases and they're bangers through and through. So we're going to look at what I've got. I don't have a lot, to be honest. I don't have a massive Gorilla Biscuits collection, but I've got the essentials. And that's the key, isn't it, really? You know what I mean? So I'm going to show you what I've got. I'm going to talk about Gorilla Biscuits as we go. So first up for me is the self-titled 7-inch Gorilla Biscuits. Now this is a reissue from 92. I think I got it in about 90, 95, 96. But yeah, this is the reissue. I don't own one of the originals. Not so much they're out of my price range. I'm just quite happy with what I've got. Same for my other releases. I've never strived to get every release of Gorilla Biscuits. I'd be quite happy to have one of each. I've got a couple of each, so it's a bit of a win-win. Anyway, this first 7-inch it's just perfect. It's a perfect start. Yeah, there's your front cover, classic. You know, the logo, isn't it? The logo. And there's your the back there. So the track listings on this, we have High Hopes. That bass start, superb, absolutely superb. The way that starts sets the tone, doesn't it? It's like mid-paced, and it just sets off the drums and then the guitars in. It's just perfect. It's great. So High Hopes is a beautiful starter to this 7-inch. Big Mouth, love that. Big Mouth with is it Rabies who does the Yo Sucker You Got a Big Mouth? I think so. I'm not 100% sure on that. If it is, let me know. No Reason Why is an absolute beauty of a track. I love it. I even love the fact that Newfound Glory have covered it, and they did a really good job of it, to be fair. Because obviously Chad is a bit of a hardcore head. Shout out to Chad because he's been poorly lately. Fair play to him. He's battling it, but he's doing well. GM2, another track. That's great. Side 2, Hold Your Ground. Now that's a point. Let me go back a bit. People call this the Hold Your Ground 7-inch. Is that a thing? Let me know if that's true or not. I'm not 100% sure. I see it as a self-title, but people call this the Hold Your Ground 7-inch, which is weird because Hold Your Ground isn't until the side B. You know, it doesn't start till the second side, so that's weird. But yeah, I've heard people say Hold Your Ground. Breaking Free is great, and of course, Finish What You Started. Superb stuff. Now this was as you can see there, it was 88 and then reissued in 92. Like I say, I'm quite happy with this one. Revelation Records, produced by Walter and Don Fury. Great stuff. Let's have a look what we got in here then. So, on this one, you get Slip, and there you go. That's proper old Civ. Look at that. Civ's got hair. Look at that. He's got hair. That's unbelievable. Yeah, I remember those days when I had hair. Those days are long gone. And there's the band there. There you go. There's stuff behind it so you can't really see. There you go. There's the band there. It's really cool. And then, of course, your lyrics on the inside. That's all it is. That's all you need. That's all you got. So there you go. I love that. Look at the thanks list. I've spoke about this before. I love the thanks list. This was the way we got into bands. There wasn't Spotify. There wasn't Apple Music. There wasn't even an internet. Well, there was, but not that we could access it. This is how we found out about bands. So I'm going to read some of the bands on this thanks list, and that's how I got into these other bands. Thanks to, okay, loads of people. Let's go down a bit. Here we go. We got Outburst, Youth of Today, Warzone, Underdog, Raw Deal, Absolution, Bad Trip, Abomination, Sick of It All, Crackdown, New York Hoods, Token Entry, Upfront, Fed Up, Winds of Change, Instead, No Use for an Answer, Super Touch, Adolescence, Bold. That, my friends, is how we used to do it. And that, and also when band members would wear merch, obviously Civ is wearing just a heart. Is it Harvey hoodie there, so it's not a band one, but not that I know of. But you know what I mean, that was it. That was how we found out about bands. It's such a forgotten time. I love that was the way we did it. You know, that's really nostalgic to us now. For me and my mates, when we go, do you remember when we used to get them catalogues? Alice Records from Leeds or something like that, and you'd go through and it'd just be page after page, a little book of of records, and you'd be like, such and such 7-inch, haven't heard of them, we'll just buy it. And you'd literally get a box, and it'd be like, oh, these are good, these are bad. You'd sell it on, or you keep it. It's a forgotten time, man. It really is a forgotten time. So anyway, that's the slip, and then the record is just on black. Like I say, I'm quite happy with the basic one. So there you go. Classic logo, Revelation 4. Yeah, side A and B, or side G and side B. Ha! Nice touch, of course. And then Sleepy Luke on the other side there. There you go. Great, man. Great 7-inch. Absolute beast of a start. I mean, you know, by the time I got into them, we're talking 95, so this had been out a few years, you know, and they'd been to the UK, and a few of my friends had seen them, and I believe they got booed. They got like booed off the stage or something like that. So I believe. I never got to see him. I saw Civ first. I saw Civ and then got into Gorilla Biscuits after the fact. Okay, next up. It's another one, but it's a repress. And the beauty about the reason I wanted it was the fonts. See, the fonts are different. Yeah, I love the blocky font on that. Reminds me of another release we'll look at later. So yeah, so I wanted it for that, really. Like I say, I'm not fussed on having multiple copies, but I saw it. I dig the font. I went and got it. So with this, the back is pretty much the same, but the colour is very different, and the fonts are different. Are the fonts different? Yeah, it's a fonts. Yeah, so the actual words are in a thicker outline, if you know what I mean. This one has a barcode, whereas the 92 one doesn't. And the Revelation logo is on the opposite sides. There you go. It's funny, isn't it? And look at the off-colour blues that. Very off colour. So with this one, it's a reissue. I've had an issue with my reissues from Rev lately. The glue is not holding, man. Look, there you go. The glue is just not holding. My Sick of It All one reissue is exactly the same. Rev, change your glue. Yeah, that's what you need to do. So there you go. So with this one, because it's a reissue and this is from 2011. You get something slightly different, which is really smart. So you get that. There you go. That inlay, which is different, and it's really nice. So you get the classic logo there. You've got Civ. He's bald by this point, and there's Arthur there. And is that who's in the back? Is there anyone else we know? Oh, and Walter's in the gap there. See Walter there? There he is. There you go. And then lyrics again, slightly different layout. Another band shot there. Really smart, really nice, really cool. Nice because it's got two different inlays, which is really cool. So then this one is practically the same, to be honest. I'm not going to go OCT on it, but yeah. Side G, side B, and then Sleepy Luke. Yeah. Is there anything to say that it's... No, it says copyright 1988 on it. So do you know what? It could be another... Yeah, who knows? Maybe it's the cover that's been repressed. I don't know. There's some Rev heads out there who could probably fill me in on all the different ones. Now, there's different colours of these. There's yellow ones. There's slightly different colour yellow ones. I've got some people on Instagram I follow who are absolute Rev heads, and they've got like a collage of 9 different yellow ones with different shades. Fair play to you. That's not for me, but fair play to them. So there you go. First release. Now, picked this up a few years ago. Don't know where I got it. Can't remember, but really, really happy to get this one. It is the 12-inch version of the supposed High Hopes release. Now, this is by a German company called We Bite, and yeah, it's beautiful. I love the artwork. I love the front cover. I love the blue. It's very reminiscent of, let me get it now without knocking things over, very reminiscent of the red on that, which is really smart. But this one, because it's 12-inch, you get a little bit more. So you got your amazing front cover as normal anyway, and then on the back you got a live shot. Really nice, really nice. Now on this you get, like before, High Hopes, Big Mouth, No Reason Why, GM2, Hold Your Breath, Breaking Free, Finish What You Started. That's the 7-inch. Side B is Sitting Round at Home, Biscuit Power. Love that one. Absolute beauty of a track. Short End of the Stick, Hold Your Ground, and Slut, which isn't mentioned that often anymore. But yeah, Some of them are absolute, yeah, man. Biscuit Power's amazing. Sitting around at home. Den, 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 den. Den, 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 den. Oh, I love it, man. I love it. It's been a while since I've listened to this. I can't even remember if those are on the original 7-inch, but they're just not. What's named? It's possible. You know what I mean? It's been that long since I've listened to it. But yeah, this is really cool. So this is We Bite 077, and then We Bite Records at the bottom there. But I love that. It's really cool. It's really nice. So in here we have. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, this is smart. Let's put that there. So the dust jacket is that, which is it's from the other reissue. It's the same live pick from the reissue, but it's 12-inch. That looks like a 12-inch cover. That's really smart, that. Okay, and then on the back, it's your lyrics for just the 7-inch stuff. So that's really smart. Okay, so because it's 12-inch, it is just on basic black and side A. There you go. There you go. We Bite Records, Gorilla Biscuits. Track listings there. And then side, loads of fluff on this. And then side B, you've got your tracks on there like that. There you go. Really cool. Really smart, man. Love it. Great release. Can't remember where I got it. Can't remember how much I paid for it. I don't know. But it's a beauty in the collection. Now, I've been on Discogs tonight and had a look to see how much these are. You can still pick these up for a relatively decent price, so that's pretty cool. And there you go. On to their debut first release. What a release it is. It is Start Today. This release, front to back, every track. There's not a bad one on here. Not at all. It's perfect melodic hardcore. Absolutely perfect. If there was anyone who came to me and was like, I want to get into hardcore, where should I start? This is the album. I do think that Start Today should be the starting point, because there's levels, the different styles of hardcore. You've got your heavy stuff, you've got your lighter stuff, and you've got your mid-range stuff, your normal stuff. I say mid-range, what I mean is like your normal hardcore, and then you've got your heavy hardcore, then you've got your melodic. If you're going to start somewhere, start melodic and go Gorilla Biscuits, man. You can't go wrong with Gorilla Biscuits, honestly. So this is a reissue. I've never had an early one, simply because I just was quite happy when a reissue came out. Same as reasons as before. So tracks on these, unbelievable. Side 1, New Direction. I mean, you got the trumpet. It starts off, it's great, but then of course it's the riff, isn't it? It's that riff, and then of course your bass and your drums kick in, and then you're off. And then you're absolutely off. Brilliant track. Standstill's absolutely great. I love that. Degradation, Good Intentions, Forgotten's great. Things We Say. I mean, that's just side 1. Side 2, Start Today. Absolute classic. Two Sides is great. First Failure, love that. Competition. Time Flies, and then Cats and Dogs, man. It's a perfect hardcore record. It absolutely is perfect. I would probably put this in my top 10. If I were held at gunpoint, make a top 10, I think this would be in there, definitely. Got to give a shout out to Alex, who's no longer with us, the original guitar player. He's passed on. Shout out to him. R.I.P. So yeah, what we got here? Photos by BJ. BJ Pappas, brilliant. Yeah, so nice live shot. Civ there with his hair. Hair today, gone tomorrow. And then with this one, you get... This is really smart. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show this in one shot. So it's like a fold out. So there's your inlay there. Got a bit of a light glare there. So there's Walter there. There's Civ. And there's Alex down the bottom there. Oh no, sorry, it's Arthur down there. And then Alex is down there. And then Luke at the bottom. I'll try and get it in a shot, but I doubt I'm going to get it in. Not in a full one anyway. That's really cool, isn't it? That's cool. It's almost like a poster style. And then your lyrics, front to back there, all the way down. There you go. Oh, this is cool. Look at the backups on this. Gus, Sam, Craig, Porcell, Lou, Armand, Toby, Pete, Matt and Ryan. Just classic hardcore people, isn't it? You know what I mean? Do the good stuff. No thanks on these. So is it on... There's no thanks list. Oh, sorry, your thanks list is down here. Who we got on this one then? Hoo-hoo, here we go. Sick of it all. Rest in pieces. Bold. Judge. Youth of today. Outburst. Crackdown. Instead. Oh, there's so many. Honestly. Outface. There's even stuff I haven't even heard of myself in here. But that's cool. Yeah. So there's your inlay for that. It's really smart. Because this is a reissue, it's just on black, which I'm quite happy with. There are purples. There is a red. There's a few various different colours out there. Which side is this? New direction. There you go. So there's your basic. Yeah. There you go. Classic Rev logo. Very Christmassy. Christmas colours. The red and the green together. There you go. You see all my stack of CDs there, look. Yeah. Need to go through them. Could post a few videos about them, I tell you. Yeah, so it's really, it's just an absolute perfect album, like I've said before. Absolutely perfect. Cannot go wrong with this. It's just great. So that was that one. And this came out in 2014 and wasn't looking to get any more of them. But then I saw it. It was a bit of a gimmick. I was like, and I went, and I bought it in 2014. And I've had it since then. And it's quite sought after now. It is Start Today, but it's slightly different. It's not like your normal one. Now this one is got embossed. The writing, is it Start Today as well? It is as well. So it's not, so the font is embossed. I don't know if you can see it in the light. Yeah, slightly there. And Start Today is embossed as well. And so are the people with the gorilla, the people there. So that's embossed. So that straight away is like, that's nice. Back is pretty much the same. Okay, does it have this inlay on this? I think it does. I think it's the same. Let's double check. Yeah, same. Same inlay. Cool. And then, but this one is... It sounds like crap. I've got to admit, it sounds like crap. Because they don't make them good. I think they do make them now, but... This one... Whoop. Is glow in the dark, and it does glow in the dark. I'll tell you why. I had it in one of my 12-inch frames for a while because it doesn't sound great. I had it in my 12-inch frame and it was in my kids' room as a nightlight. I know it sounds crazy, but it worked. It was a light, a nightlight in their room. You know, especially if it's been under the light and you turn the lights off. It's, you know, my light switch for this room is downstairs because I'm in the loft, so I can't even show you. But yeah, it sounds like shite. It sounds like crap. I think now they've figured out how to make glow in the dark vinyl sound good, because I have which glow in the dark one have I got? I can't remember which one it is. I played it and it was like, actually sounds really good. Surprising, but this from 2014 sounds like a bag of shite. I must admit, it really does sound like a bag of shite. Still, it's something worth keeping, just because it's, you know, from that time. And another thing I like about this album is, so if I put that down there, if I just pull out the repress, yeah, there's your repress. Inside, oh, there's something inside there which I didn't realise. What's that? Well, I love surprises. Don't we all love surprises? Oh, it's a... Stop what I'm doing. It's a little Rev catalogue. Look at that. That's ace. That is cool. I didn't even know that was in there. So what have you got? All the classics. Gorilla Biscuits Side by Side. NYHC Hardcore Comp. Youth of Today. Bold. Chain of Strength. Far Side. Mouthpiece. Judge. Ignite. Rival Mob. All the greats. And then shirts on the back as well. Look at that. I'd have some of them shirts, I tell you. Oof. Look at that. Bold, Judge, Youth of Today, Shy Hullud. Posters as well. Posters and stickers. Oh, amazing. You probably still can get all these. Anyway, what I was saying, go back to what I was saying. It's just white, yeah? Nothing special. That's right. The glow in the dark is different. Why, you ask? It's got little GBs all around it. I'm not going to push it too much, but can you see them? How nice is that? What a nice touch. Not only is it obviously a different record, you've got an embossed font, front, top and bottom, and you get the blue. Love it, love it. So yeah, Gorilla Biscuits, what a band. Saw them in, first time I seen them was obviously after they'd broken up and come back together. First time I saw them was 2006 in Manchester. Now, it's a great little story. I was playing in a punk band, which I still play with every now and then, and I was kind of just doing it because, like, you know, they need a drummer. Yeah, cool, I'll play with you. And then Gorilla Biscuits came, and I went to see Gorilla Biscuits, and as I watched Gorilla Biscuits live, they were absolutely incredible. In 2006, they were amazing. When they came on, I was like, I need to be in a hardcore band. You know, I was like, this moment made me go, I need to get back into a hardcore band, and they proper inspired me. And I think what band it was, well, we created after that, but we definitely did one. And the best thing is I've got to give a shout out to my mate Gary, aka the mayor of Mosh. Yeah, the reason he's the mayor of Mosh is that he came to Gorilla Biscuits on that date in 2006, and he had a broken arm. His arm was in, I don't know if it was a cast, but it was in a sling. He had a sling around his neck. Yeah, he'd bust his arm moshing, obviously, and saw him at the front, and he was like, "This is going to be amazing, Gorilla Biscuits. It's going to be great." And then, as you go in, you get separated. You know, as you walk through the doors, or whatever, and off he went, and there you go. And then it starts, doesn't it? And then literally the place erupts, and I mean erupts, absolutely. I look over and I can see Gary, aka the mayor of Mosh, with his sling absolutely pelting it into the pit. I still can't believe thinking about it. I'm like, that guy's insane. But no, it was amazing because he came out and he was like, that was probably the best gig ever. And he probably still says that now, all these years later. But yeah, he went in with his arm in a sling with a broken arm, and he just went straight into the pit. No hesitation whatsoever. Superb. So these little Gorilla Biscuit stories, these are what make hardcore. Absolutely. So there you go. That was my very small Gorilla Biscuits collection. I hope you've enjoyed it. We will be back soon with more hardcore. So until then, take care of yourselves. Hardcore lives.